Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds, by birth also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vote and create wealth from within. On Instagram. Hey, what's up, family, over here on Facebook and YouTube? Blessed day to you all. Blessed evening to you all. What's going on, family? What is going on? I'm just going to wait about maybe 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and let a few of the family come on and drive by through here, okay? Hey, Brother Elijah and Sister Pumpkin. Pray all is well with everybody. If you don't mind sharing, share this for the people on today, okay? Share this for the community. Share this for the culture. Share this for the human race. Got some deep stuff I want to talk about on today. Yes, I came by here to do my business, okay? That's for sure. Supposed to do it last night, but for those that was on here last night, you know that I received some very devastating news right before I sat down. So I was not able to continue on with the live. And I came back today to do what I was sent to do on last night. Nevertheless, we're going to have a well-needed, deep discussion amongst ourselves. And I'm just asking y'all to invite the young folks, the seasoned folks, the middle, in between folks, because we have to have this conversation. Anytime that I sit down, I'm not just sitting down to sell something. I'm sent here to disrupt, to liberate, to educate, to impact, to empower. That's what makes me who I am. So I do this in real life. I don't do this for an LLC or EIN. I do this in real life. And education is most needed, and it is most important above all things. You can get people that get the bags and lose their mind. And what does it profit a man to gain the world and all the things that the world has to offer and lose his mind, lose his soul? Soul is your mind. There is no profit in that. And I want to say this to everybody, and I don't care what skin tone you are, what gender you are. Life is but a vapor, family. We can be here today and we can be gone tomorrow. Life is but a vapor. And we see it every single day. Ain't nobody, not near one of us, promised or guaranteed another minute, another hour, another second. We have an appointed day that we gonna get up out of here. That's why we gotta make our lives count. We got to fulfill the purpose that we were purposed here for, because you see it around you every day. Folks wake up every day with plans that they is not going to get to fulfill. And baby, when you lose one, it does not just affect it affects the bloodline, generations. the possibilities, the potentials, the purpose. Man, we is losing too many folks up out here, y'all. Evil is running rampant. And those of us that are spiritual beings, we are spiritual beings that are awakened in our spirit, man. We're supposed to be moving. And we're supposed to be impacting and transacting. That's why we were named human beings. Because beings move. Beings move, and that is what we are supposed to be doing. Transacting and impacting. Impacting and transacting. We're supposed to be making a mark in the earth. And every single day is not promised to us. I know this is not a lot what a lot of people want to hear. This is not the topic that a lot of people want to hear, but it's necessary. And I got to tell the truth at all times, by all means. And on all occasions. Life is but a vapor. There's a lot of people that I talked to last year, this same topic, because I say it all the time, especially when it has been laid on me heavily to say it. I said it. Do you know how many people that I said this to that is no longer existing in the earth as we speak? Every day out of count. Every day you ought to be doing something different. We are here on borrowed time. And nobody knows what age. We plan, we see it and get it in our minds that we're going to live this old life. We're going to be old, and see our families grow up. And that could be so far from the truth. That's why we got to live every day on purpose. You're too important to be wasting your time and your life depressed. You're too important. You're too valuable to be wasting your life struggling and suffering. Is suffering a part of life? Yes. But were you meant to continually suffer? No. No. You're too valuable. You are too important to just sit around idly doing nothing with your time. Because you're only here for a time. And you don't know that time limit you have. And when you expire, you're going to be popping for about a day, maybe a week. And then the noise die down and you become a memory. And life still goes on. Make the most out of your life. That way, when you do expire, you can expire and be fulfilled. I did what I was supposed to do. I set up what I was supposed to set up. I implemented what I was supposed to implement. I started what I was supposed to start. I created what I was supposed to create. I broke what I was supposed to break. I paved what I was supposed to pave. I did exactly what I was sent to do. That is what we're supposed to be doing. Every single day. We are supposed to make every second count. Live today like it is the last day. And that is when you will live your life and live your life more abundantly. If you knew how valuable and precious you were and your time that you have been allocated, you wouldn't waste it. You would not waste it. And that's my opening statement for everybody, even though I'm going to be addressing my people today. That's a statement for everybody. Live your life like it's your last, because you don't know which day is going to be your last. If you knew today or tomorrow was going to be your last, baby, you would live it up. Do you understand me? You would make a way to go do all of the things that you wanted to do. Why? Because you knew you was getting ready to expire. You would live your life without limitations. Why? Because you knew this would be the last. You would go eat all the food that you ever wanted to eat. You would go visit all the places you've ever wanted to go visit if you knew the date and time. But the problem is you don't know the day and time. That's why you need to live your life every single day like it is that day. And don't be wasting your time struggling. Don't be wasting your life in anxiety. Don't be wasting your life in fear. Everything that you've ever wanted to do, you should do it without being afraid to do it. Because at the end of the day, when it's your day, there is nothing you and nobody else can do to change or reverse your time. If you gonna die, bro, or sis, you gonna die. And there ain't no plane crash that can take you out prematurely, no boat that can drown you prematurely, no car accident that can wipe you out prematurely. When it's your time, it's gonna be your time, and there is nothing that you can do to reverse that. Nothing. That's why you gotta live your life every day. Do all the things that you want to do as if it was your last. Go all the places you want to go as if it was your last. Create whatever you want to create as if it was your last. Have the life that you want to live while you're here, while you got the time. It is suicide to be given a measure of days and you spend them worried, you spend them struggling, you spend them depressed. You spend them stressed out. You spend them in dysfunction. You spend them in mental turmoil. You spend them trying to figure it out. You spend them being unhappy, doing things that you don't want to do. You spend them just getting by. Your life, I'm talking about your life. The time that you have been allocated in this lifetime to make your mark is being wasted. And then when your time is up, it is completely up. And that is where the degradation come in. That is where your family feel like I was robbed. That is where it affects everybody on a destructive way. That's when. Because they know you didn't fulfill your value. They know you didn't serve your purpose. They know it was still more left to your life that you didn't feel. And they feel robbed. They feel robbed. Brothers and sisters, make your life count. Do not allow the enemy to take your life, the very life, because it's not promised to you. It's just not. When we wake up every day, that's another opportunity. And we don't even know if we're going to make it middle day. So if you make it to the end of the evening, you are blessed. If you wake up, you blessed. It pains me to see such powerful people. And I don't care what color your skin is, bruh or sis. I don't care. Powerful people, individuals created in the very image and likeness of the Most High God, just downtrodden, just beat down, just destitute. Especially when we were commanded to not only have life, but have it more abundantly. Are you having life more abundantly? Because if you're not, you in violation of the law. Whether you believe that or not, it's a real thing. The Savior went to the cross and laid his life down so that you can have life. And have that life more abundantly. And if you are not having that life more abundantly, you are in violation of the blood covenant. You are in violation of the law. You a lawbreaker. If finances is keeping you back from serving your purpose and going all the places that you have been called and predestined to go, because I got to tell y'all today, it don't matter how many degrees you had. Hear me, hear me, hear me. It don't matter what school you went to. It don't matter what kind of initiatives that you started. If you did not do what you were purposed to do, you are in trouble. Not only are you a lawbreaker, you are in trouble. You are guilty. And you will be condemned. So I tell folks, if you're going to just live reckless, you might as well live reckless. You might as well live it up. You might as well make it the best of the best. If that's how you're going to live your life, you might as well live your life contrary, wicked to the fullest. You might as well live it up in rebellion, hard-headedness, disobedience. You might as well go big, because your reward, your punishment will be great for wasting valuable life and not fulfilling the purpose that he called you to do. We can want all day long to do everything above the sun, around the sun, underneath the sun. But if you don't do what you was called and purposed to do, you have failed your assignment. And that is straight up punishable by death. Whether we believe that or not. I'm here to tell you, brothers and sisters, above all things else, make your life count. Because when it's gone, it's gone. You don't get no do-overs. That's why death hurts so bad, because you don't get no do-overs. I don't care what you want to believe. You come back as reincarnated. No, I beg to differ. That's that false hope. When you dead, you dead. There ain't no coming back. In a baby body, it ain't no coming back. In another, it ain't none of that. You cannot even scientifically prove that to be true. That is hogwash. That is deception. So people live reckless like, oh, I die, I come back, in another life. No, you will not. No, you will not. That's why you got to live your life the best of your abilities. You understand me? Bills shouldn't be taking you out, causing high blood pressure. You in violation of the law. If you got more bills than you got resources, you in violation of the law, because you are a king's kid. You are a creator by the creator. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. You can have whatever you say, and you will have whatever you say. Out of all the creatures on planet Earth, God saw fit to give you voice to speak. And there will be. And we're going to be accountable for that. What did you allow? And what did you disallow? You had what you said. You had what you thought, because you that powerful that as a man thinketh, so is he. Your mind is so powerful. Your mind is so powerful that you can think a thing and manifest it. And you mean to tell me that you will allow the cares of this world and the cares of life to steal your life? When I told you who is the thief, when I told you who is the murderer, when I told you who is the destroyer, when I told you and you know that that is not of my nature, that I come that you may have life and life more abundantly, but I told you whose characteristics it is to steal from you and your family, to kill you and your generations, and to destroy entire bloodlines. That is not of the Most High God. That is not of the Most High God. And that's why I show up. This is real in my life. I'm not of this world. I'm just in it. And I'm here to represent my kingdom. And I'm here to let all bodies know. I'm here to let all bodies know that this is not the way that we live. And you don't have to live that way unless you want to. Huh? Bro, look. You on my channel, okay? Let's be respectful as adults, because I'm not here to war with anybody. But if you want to, we can. I'm going to just say that right now, okay? Respectfully. If you disagree with anything that I say, you have the absolute ability to remove yourself. Period. You don't get to come over here and dictate what I get to say. You out of line and you being disrespectful as a human being. I don't give a damn what you don't want to hear. You didn't call me. And you damn sure ain't gonna judge me. So you don't have the right to come over here respectfully and tell me what I should be saying on my platform. If you're gonna do anything, keep it respectful. And if you can't, then you can be put in the clown section where you will be blocked. That's just where I'm at, and rebuked. One thing about me, I'll never come and disrespect nobody. I don't come. That's like you trying to come up in my house and tell me what I can cook in my house and what I can wear in my house. This is my house. This is my platform. And you don't get to come over here and tell me what I can do in my house. That's how wars happen. And instead of saying, I don't want to hear preaching, we didn't miss the whole entire message of what I'm saying. I don't care if you do believe or don't believe. That's your prerogative as a human being. And what I believe is my prerogative as a human being. Period, point blank. And I didn't tell you to come over here. But I will tell you, you can go. If you need to, you can go. If you ain't trying to hear nothing else. Because I'm going to say what the hell I want to say on my platform. Unashamed. Boldly and courageously. Don't let knowing me for 2 or 3 months get you messed up. That's real. And I'm saying that respectfully. Because I'm not the one or the two. I'm not these other influencers and business. I'm not that. I will check all the hell right up out of you. Period. And send you on your way. Because I don't go up into nobody else's house being disrespectful. You ain't gonna never catch me coming on nobody's platform, under nobody's post, on nobody's video, thinking that this here social media gives you the legal right to come up in your house and act like I'm finna say something to you out of line. Hell to the no. So move around. You ain't got to hear it if you get off my YouTube. Now, that's what I have to say to that. Back to what I was saying. Back to what I was saying. We have a purpose, an appointed time that we got to fulfill on this earth, whether you believe it or not. Ray Charles could see that. People that you know yesterday, they're not here today. They cannot fulfill their purpose. You have a purpose. And if you are not fulfilling it, you wasting it. And that's the message. We want to be woke. Let me go there. We want to be woke and power to the people. And let's fight for the people. And you're not even spiritually aware of what we're fighting against. We think we're fighting people. No, these are principalities. These are powers. These are spirits. These are rulers of darkness. We're fighting up against. It's amazing. You can believe in evil. But when somebody is speaking spiritual truth, oh, you're preaching, you damn straight I am. Because you cannot have one side without the other. You cannot. You cannot have one side without the other. There's a front side of a coin and a back side of a coin. There's a front side of a book and a back side of a book. There's a front side of the piece of bread and there's a back side of a piece of bread. There's a front side of a home and there's a back side of a home, because you cannot ever have a one-sided anything. Ever. And it behooves me. You believe in that white man's religion? No, I believe in the kingdom. But if you're gonna be on a side, you're gonna have to see both sides. So white man's religion, but you stay in a white man's home. Make it make sense. It's a white man's religion, but you work for a white man. Make it make sense. You read a white man's newspaper. You watch a white man's news channel. You on a white man's platform. Get the hell out of here with that. Straight up. There's always two sides. And if there's evil, then you better believe there's good. And if there's good, then you better believe that there's evil. Can't have one without the other. And that's how we've gotten so far into stuff and experiencing the things that we're experiencing and seeing the things that we are seeing in our culture. In our culture. Because you clearly can see the Caucasians can come along together. They can come together for good and for bad. The Hispanics can come together. They can come together for good and for bad. The Asians can come together. They can come together for good and for bad. How much white on white crime do we see? How much Asian on Asian crime do we see? How much Hindu on Hindu crime do we see? But wait a minute, how much black on black crime do we see? You tell me it ain't spiritual. Get over yourself. Why every other nation can raise theirs up and we pull ours down? They give them a boost up the tree. We give them a pull down the tree. Excuse me? We can't build because we don't even agree on basic stuff. That there is good and there is evil. We can't even agree on that. You just need to stick to doing business and leave the preaching alone. Man, move the hell around. How dare you be so disrespectful to tell me what I'm going to do? I was born in this piece by myself, and when I die, I'm going to die by myself, and I'm going to give an account to one man, and I don't care if you believe in him or not. That's your business, not mine. And I'm not here to persuade, convince, or none of that. You go believe in the leaves if you want to, so go believe in the wood. I don't give a hot diggity dog. I know what I believe in. I'm in charge of that. I'm responsible for that. I'm responsible for seeing the needs in the earth and fulfilling those positively, making positive deposits in the earth, eradicated and standing up for the injustices. I am not here to make you like me and for me to like you. I don't even know you. I can care less about what you choose to believe in. I'm here for those that want to believe enough. I'm here for those that want to change the narrative, that want to stop talking and running their mouth and actually doing something that's going to bring about change, that's going to save generations. That's who I'm here for. People get me riled up. The devil done sent you over here to get your feelings hurt in real life. Got our kids and young men out here killing each other. You want to debate whether good is evil and evil is good. You ain't making no positive contributions. You ain't out here speaking. You all confused up and all messed up and jacked up that you can't even go out to the younger generation and steer them in the right way, because hell, you have no direction. You don't know your damn identity. So you can't go out and help somebody else with theirs. So now we just have a lost generation. Generations. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're all the leaders out in the streets making changes. Why? Why we ain't built communities for our children and our people that look like us to get out of situations that are very toxic and detrimental. Why? Because it ain't your business. It ain't your responsibility. Is that what it is? Talk to me. Why do we still got homelessness? Because we our own worst critics. That's why it ain't got nothing to do with me. Let them sleep over there in the street. I don't care if they family. Did y'all see how they over there raising their kids? You ain't lifted a finger to help. It's easy to tear down. We go and support the stuff that's meant for our demise and wonder why we dying by the boatloads. Wonder why we ain't got no empires going around here. Why we don't got our own schools and why we don't got our own land and stuff. Why? Why? We be so involved, overly involved. We know everything about what's going on social media wise, but you ain't getting paid to be on social media. That is the definition of suicide. You won't hear all meddling in every manner of business that you can, but you ain't getting paid. You spreading everybody business, but you ain't getting paid to spread your business. You don't, matter of fact, you don't even have a business to spread. Make that make sense. And we talking about we want some change. And we think we're going to save our children and our children's children and our children's children off the stuff. What are our kids going to inherit? Our weaves, our bundles, our J's? What they going to inherit? Our YouTube channels? Huh? They going to inherit our followers? What they going to inherit? Our clout? Come on, talk back to me. Talk back to me. No, my work is my worship. That's what it is. My work is my worship. I was listening to Dr. Phil today. Y'all go check it out. My husband brought something to my attention. How am I offline? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Watching Dr. Phil today, the topic was racial bias in real estate. And how prominent people who wanted to go out and buy an apartment complex so that they can create generational wealth for their children was denied behind the color of their skin, or they was lowballed. And the whole platform was biracial people, melanated people. And the man said something that just disturbed me. And this was a Caucasian brother telling the truth. He said the reason why you have this going on and why we don't have wealth in our communities is because 97% of the brokers and 97% of the home builders are Caucasian. You ain't got enough of them in the courthouse. You talking about want to make changes, but you ain't got enough people positioned in places of power to make the change. Our people think balling is having gold teeth and chains. You see what we do? You got $1 million on your neck. What a clown. But you have nothing in assets. You don't know how to set up a trust fund so that your money can go in it, and then your trust will pay your bills, and then recycle the rest of it into your children's trust fund. You know, the Bill Gates Foundation, that's a trust fund. Melinda and Bill Gates found trust. We got our children with Uzis and AKs instead of LLCs and deeds. We're feeding our children, trap music, mumble rap, bees in the trap, TikTok challenges. But the Jews is teaching theirs how to run media, how to run corporations, how to be bosses at 13, a bar mitzvah, the becoming of a man. They learn early how to rule, leadership skills. They learn early. What do ours learn? Rap and murder, thoughts and bees, drop it, shake it, twerk it, suck it. That's what ours learn. I got a gat, I'm going to blow your brains, this and that. This is what ours learn. They're fed this. And then go out and act on it. The video games that they watch. The NBA players that they look up to. Show them what great slaves they got to be. If you ever want to say anything, that comes from you, then you will be banned, silenced, you will be blacklisted. You got to do what they say to do. When the folks running the whole entire game is the people that's running the ball up and down the court and running the ball up and down the field, they're the actual NFL and NBA. But you got powerful men sitting in booths controlling these brothers, when all they got to do is stand up and go start their own league. Simple. Put all y'all money together. But why you think it ain't happen? Because they can't. No, that's mine, nigga. And no, what you talking about, bro? No, they trying to scam us over there. I think they got a little bit more than us. Can't do it. So they project the imagery that the only way that you're going to have something is by serving them. It's the only way you're going to have something. If you ever go against the narrative, we're going to whip you. We're going to whoop you in front of the whole entire world. Kunta, Kente. We're going to whoop you. Going to whoop you. See, Monopoly was supposed to teach us something when we played it as children. Because that's the game they playing. We are rich in ignorance and dumb in education. Ain't that something? We rich in ignorance. We wealthy in ignorance and broken education. Say it all the time. Look at the content creators we follow. They all over the internet. They messy as hell. From the religious ones to the secular ones. The Cardi B's. Teaching our young woman that you got to get injected and you got to drop it in order to have some type of success. And then the kings tell them we don't want queens, we want HOs. We don't want queens. If you ain't built like a brick and your body ain't all a hottie, then we don't want you. This is what has impacted and affected our communities. Y'all ain't good for nothing but handouts. And we're going to put all of y'all in a circle together and let y'all kill each other. We don't care. Just don't come over in our neck of the woods and you'll be okay. Come over in our neck of the woods, we'll shoot you dead. But you guys can tear up whatever you want to, tear each other up. We're going to put y'all all in a circle in a community and make you jealous of one another. And if one has a little bit more, then everybody in the neighborhood is going to be plotting on that one. And then you guys are going to be doing inward fighting amongst one another. Look at the rappers. They supposed to be out there making money, but they beefing with other rappers. Tell me one white band that actually get on TV and threaten the other white band and talking about they gonna blow up their house and they gonna kill their mama. Tell me one white, y'all come on, talk back to me. Come on, y'all, today, please. Name one white band. Name one white band that's beefing with each other. I will wait. Name one white band. Name one white community that have their girls up there twerking and camel toes and privacies and boob prints and everything that there is nothing to even there is nothing that is not left to the imagination. This is what our women have been reduced to. And if you ain't doing that, you whack. When we gonna normalize business suits and owning empires and buying dirt and staking forks and cutting ribbons? When we gonna normalize that? Because that ain't normal anymore. Thought talk is normal. Look at Clubhouse. It's a business platform for business owners. You get on there now, you got our people on there, Whack 100s and all these folks on there arguing, cuz blood. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not in their communities. No, heck no. They won't allow it in their communities. But we do. Name one Chinese community, because every city, every state has them. A China city, a little Mexico. The Hispanics, the lighter versions of browns. Where that's at in their communities. Outside of where them, what you call them, the cartels and stuff. But in whatever communities, in their communities. Their children is not rapping and killing one another. They're not doing that. They're actually on ice cream trucks. They're actually out there selling and running stores and vending machines and you name it with their fathers and mothers. Picking. They're working at a young age. They making sacrifices that grown folks won't even make. Just to get over for a better life. They'll work for $2 and never complain for a better life. They will come together and put they two with they two and they two with they two. Let's go get a house. And you know what? So all the burdens don't be on everybody. We'll get a house that costs about $2,500. We'll all pitch in about $250. We'll share the food. We'll all go to work together so we all get paid on the same payday. We'll split the power so we'll never be without lights. And we'll get enough so that we can go buy land. And once we buy land, we'll start sending back money back to the house, back to our family, so that they can build for the generations that cannot come here yet. What about the Chinamen? They come in over here, they establish businesses, and you don't see no other nationality even able to work in their establishments, unless it's the hair store. And the only reason why they gave you a job at the hair store so that you can communicate with your people, because they can't understand the texture and the products and stuff that they need. So that's the only reason why they hired you. But outside of that, you're not getting a job with them. Name, the Arabics that go and start the smoke shops in the 7-Elevens. They come together and they work together. The young kids be up in there working. But where do you see that in our community? Where do you see that in the kingdom? Because I'm both. This is kingdom culture. If me being given all power and authority, life and death, such a powerful, very powerful responsibility, that I have the power to create things. I have the power to change things. I have the power to stop things. I have the power to institute things. I have the power to build things. And yet and still I do nothing with that power. And then our people will be the first to say, we are the chosen ones. Well, you do a bad job representing it. Not to say that you're not. Not to say that we're not. We know the truth for those who know the truth. But how did that look? If that is really what it is, what's y'all problem? How do you want somebody else to respect you as being such and you have no power? You can't help your family out. We got to keep coming back to them because we ain't got it within. We got to keep compromising. We got to keep trading time for money because we ain't got it ourselves. Hello, somebody. We want to make a change. What's the last book y'all wrote? Put it in the comments. What's the last book y'all read? Y'all hate when I start asking questions, I know, but I don't care. Because powerful people ask powerful questions. What's the last book you read? And if you read the Bible, I'm not talking about the Bible. What's the last empowerment book you read? It's the last book you read. Let me be specific. I'm gonna get back to the Bible for those that read the Bible. What's the last powerful book that you read? Transformational book that you read? Mindset book that you read? Ain't nobody gonna answer that? Let me just make sure that Facebook it ain't lagging. Because I'll just charge it to that. Maybe it's lagging. That's why ain't nobody responded. All right. The Bible, The Incredible Journey of Life. Girl, Make Your Money Grow. I love that. That's what I'm talking about. The Mind of an Entrepreneur by Wendy Muhammad. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Mental Mess. Okay. 5. So, when's the last time you read that? How long ago was that? Was that recently? Are you still reading it? Did you just finish it? What's your next book? And did you take what you learned in that book? And have you applied it in any aspect? Because the Bible is enough. Trust me. If you read the Bible, it's the best book. Full of promises. Full of your rights. Full of your benefits. You know. I hope y'all not reading that book and not applying what's in that book in your everyday practical life. Huh? Yep. Because I promise you, 5 of y'all said that y'all read. Shout out to y'all. Because as a man thinketh, so is he. If you fill your mind with information and education, notice that the richest, wealthiest person that ever lived planet Earth didn't ask for money. Bro asked for wisdom. I want to understand. I want knowledge. I want insight. I want a mind that is fortified. I want a mind that is free of trauma. Wisdom. Go look up the definition of wisdom. And not only just read the book, but actually let it apply. That I'm reading this book, and what I'm reading out of this book is taking root. And I'm applying it before even moving on to the next one. Because that is the only way that you will ever be able to change not only yourself, your circumstances, your family, your bloodline with your name in it, your legacy. That's the only way. 5 of y'all have read something out of about 35 of us collectively. That was my number one problem. I didn't know. Would you not agree that you can't do what you don't know, right? If y'all agree with me on today, just yes, I can't. Put that in the chat. I can't do what I don't know, and that's why I have not had what I need, because I don't know how to do it, right? Yes, yes, or no, no. Tell me if I'm right. Is the reason why you cannot do what you need to do is because you don't know what to do. Yes or no? That's the only reason why we can't have what we need to have, right? That's the only reason why you really can't live the life that you want to live, right? Right? It's because I really don't know. I need to know what to do so I can do it. Correct? Thank you. So if that is the case, why you ain't reading? So you can know. Huh? If you don't know, you need to know. And how am I going to know? I need to read. I need to study. I need to research because I want the truth. I'm looking for the truth. I need to know what to do so I can do it. And the only way that I am going to know what to do is by going to research and study and find the truth so I can do it. Right? It's simple, right? Is that simple? Is that simple? If that's simple to you, just let me know. Yes, that's simple. Put simple. If I don't know what to do, if I don't know the purpose of this water, before I open it up and I drink it, I need to read to ensure that what I'm drinking is water. And it's the best water that I believe for me, right? If I say, if it says purified acid, magnesium, potassium, chlorine, bacteria, I'm not finna drink this. Why? Because I read what's in it. But if I did not read, I'm just so thirsty that I ain't took the time to read. I could be drinking poison. Water is clear, but so is arsenic. So how do I even know that this is water? I don't. How do I know if I'm getting stuff on a contract? If I'm getting stiffed out of it, if it's really gonna be beneficial for me, cause I gotta read it. And when we don't read, we get banged, right? How many of y'all signed something that you did not read and it came back to utterly destroy you? Whether that was a loan, whether that was an agreement for a cell phone. Well, I want to. Hello, AT&T. I'm tired of y'all services. Y'all services suck. I need to get my account number so I can go over to Sprint. Well, you do know that you're gonna owe us. You do know that you're gonna owe us an early termination fee. An early termination fee for what? Because I want to take my phone and go to another service? Yes. Oh, hell no. I'm going to sue y'all. Well, ma'am, it was in the contract that if you cancel before 2 years, you will be responsible for early termination fee plus the cost of the phone. So now you locked in a contract that you don't like because you didn't read it. Had you took the time to read that, you would have said you had second thoughts about it. You would have weighed the good with the bad. But what if I don't want to? I mean, how many of us then got ourselves into trouble? Because we did not read. Look how many tourists from America go over to a foreign country and get locked up. They just over there just flicking it up. The next thing you know, you going to prison. What did I do, officer? You didn't read that you cannot come and take pictures over here. That's like spying. You taking pictures of certain of our monuments and you from America, you a spy. That's why they lie. Because we didn't read. So we can say the only reason why we can't do better is because we really don't know better, right? The only reason why we can't do better, the only reason, so it's safe enough to say it. I want y'all to answer me, please. It's safe enough to say that right now we can actually change the narrative and take back our power that we ain't had and start building stuff for our community if we know how to do it, right? I'm just trying to see something. So we can agree that they really don't got power over us. The only power they got over us is we've been ignorant. Because if we learn, we can have the same kind of power that they had, and we could stop a whole lot of bull crap that's been going on in our community for decades. Would y'all agree or not? Y'all will agree? I'll take the 3, 4 agrees. It's the truth anyhow. Which leads me to my second question. So do anybody got their foot on our necks? If all we need to do is know what they did to have what they had, we change the narrative overnight. Right? So what's the problem? What's stopping us? Huh? What's stopping us? Because do they have a gun to our head saying you cannot learn this information? I wonder the last time they killed somebody for educating themselves. Now they have killed a lot of our people from running because they did not educate themselves enough to know that them people don't like you. And if you turn your back on them, just like a lion, if you stand face to face with a hungry lion and you stand your ground and that lion stand his ground, you have a better chance of survival. But the moment that you turn your back on that lion, that thing gonna see your weakness and it's gonna pounce on you. Hmm? Hmm? But if we never stick together, I'm past this point right now. I see your question, Ronnie. I hope I'm not butchering your name, Katie. Let me call you brother, okay? Because you are my brother. And some of these YouTube names and stuff, I know y'all be putting them a certain way to like pronunciate it, but I'll just call you Katie. I'm gonna answer your question too. We don't even need, I mean, we do. So don't misconstrue my words here when I say we don't need unity, because we do. When I say we don't need to stick together, because we do. But the truth of the matter is, we've been getting by without being unified for a long time. We've been getting by dysfunctionally, but we have been getting by without the unification. But I'm just saying, if you get enough individuals, you don't need tribes to come together, stick together. Even in biblical times, they fought against each other. Nation was divided against nation, right? You just need enough. You just need enough to stand up and say, you know what? We're going to do it. A government is only 12. A government of people is only 12. Literally, all you need is 2, to be honest. When one get weak, the other one's strong. When that one's strong, the other one might be weak, but yeah, they can help each other. 2 together. It's really all you need. What we have is this thing called altruism. Anybody know what altruism is? You know what altruism is? Let me know in the comments. Yes, I know what it is, or no, I don't. Altruism. And don't go Google it either. We've been plagued by this thing called altruism. If you know what altruism is, let me know. And if you don't, no, I don't know what altruism is. I'm going to explain to you what is altruism. That's our problem. What is altruism? So Sister Pumpkin said yes. Sister Stephanie, KD said no. Altruism is where you see somebody broke down on the freeway and you ride by them. And when you ride by them, you say, oh, that's sad. They stuck on the freeway, but somebody going to come by for them. You might even pray and say, Lord, let somebody come by and help them people out. If you've done that before, just say yes, me. Raise your hand in the comments. Because altruism is passing it over to the next person. Then I'm not going to stop. Ooh, I'm in a hurry. I done it before. Ooh, I'm in a hurry. Lord, forgive me. I know them people probably need help, but somebody else. Send the next person. And then that person be like, send the next person. And guess what? It never gets handled. Until the one person says, you know what? I'm putting myself in this situation. If I was broke down, would I want somebody to stop for me? That's what altruism is. So we figure since they not doing it, then we don't need to do it. Somebody else will do it. Just the next person can do it. Or the next person can do it. Or, well, let the next... It's never I'll do it because nobody else is doing it. And that is the mind that changes things. The mind that changes things is not the one that says, I'll let them do it because I'm in a hurry, I'm busy. But that is the one that stops and says, hey, do you need help? Now, I don't got to jeopardize myself to help you. I don't got to get out of my car to help you. I can stop and say, do you need to use the phone? Do I need to call some help for you? I got a AAA. I can have them come tow it for you. I don't have to remove myself from my car, my vehicle to help. Because some people say, well, you know, it's dangerous out here. It's dangerous in your house. You could be sitting on your couch and die. A stray bullet, somebody drive into your home, the house burned down, an explosion happened. It's dangerous in your own house. But those are excuses that we use. Well, since they ain't unified, then hell, it ain't gonna ever happen. Why don't you be the unifier? You be the one. Because if we just keep on passing it down and passing it over and passing it over and passing it over to the next one, nothing gets done. And my brothers and my sisters, I'm here to tell you that it is easy, the easiest it has ever been to change your life. All you got to do is know how, so you can do it. And you can't put it off to the next person. No, it's on me. Just think about real quickly. While I go in here and check on my kids real quick, can I get about 4 minutes real quick? Make sure my family is good. If you got to leave, I understand. Peace out, okay? But can I get 3 to 4 minutes to make sure that my husband is straight in here with the girls? Because I'm going to be about another 30 minutes. Usually I'll be ending and getting off in an hour. But I'm not done. And I'm not going to get up until my mission is complete. Okay? So if you in a hurry, let you do whatever you need to do. I'm going to leave y'all with something that I actually want y'all to listen to. But I'm going to go check on my kids because they my first ministry and y'all not. Let me pull this up real quick. Hold on one second. Where is, hold on now. I gotta scroll down just a little bit because it's in my collections, but give me a second. Okay, there go the first one. And then let me get back to okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me turn my screen on so that you guys can see. Make sure y'all can see it. Cool, cool, cool. Just trying to see how I can make this thing bigger. There we go. Okay.
Life is going to happen. And you're going to set up a plan, and you're going to have a vision, and you're going to hope that it's going to turn out perfect. But what so often happens in life is that things get burned. And things go the wrong way. And it's in that moment that you're going to have to choose your reaction. You have a choice to make. Do you have the right reaction, or do you have the wrong reaction? Some of us were tempted, I'll just lay here, and it will pass over me. I'm telling you, you will be in a vicious cycle forever. You have to get up.
Some of you have been knocked out by life, and you got up and saw the blood. He hit me. Sometimes in life, you have to hit back. Recycle your pain. Get something from it. You already in pain. Use it. Do something with it. Allow it to take you to the next level. Allow your pain to push you to greatness. What's your why? You need a why. Why do you need a why? Because some days you're going to say, I don't want to get up. But that why is going to say, I'll push yourself. Get up. Your mama needs you. Your daddy needs you. Your children need you. Get up. Your why is going to push you when you can't push yourself. When you want to quit and give up, your why is going to give you that edge you need, that advantage you need, that lift that you need to get to the next level. Your why. You better go inside. You still looking outside for the stuff that's already inside. You still looking for someone to save you when you already your superhero. You looking for some information from somebody when you already got what you need in your head. It's just time for you to get up and be the best version of you. As you're going through your go-through and you ready to quit, you ready to give in because it don't look like you think it should look. You've been doing it for 5 years and it don't look like you think. You put all your money in it. You put all your time in it. People are looking at you crazy. 5 years you've invested. Oh, you have absolutely nothing to do with what happened to you. It's not your fault. You got knocked on the ground. You had absolutely nothing to do with that. And I'm not blaming you for that. But if I come back a week later, you still on the ground, that's your fault. If I come back a year later, you still on the ground, that's your fault. If you get knocked down, there's nothing you can do about it. But getting back up has every single thing to do with you. And you will promise me that from this day forward, you will not be defeated. Why do you keep crying? Why me, God? Why did I get MS? Why did I get cancer? Why did my mama die? Why did I get fired? Do you understand? Listen, you got put through that because what that does, that tension produces greatness. Stop running from it and run to it. Stop telling me what you're going through. The greats, they get to it, they go through it. And the harder it is, the better. Now listen to me. I don't care if you're sick. I don't care what you're going through. If you're not dead, he ain't through with you yet. As long as you waking up, you still in the game. As long as you alive, you can still make it happen. As long as the breath in your nostrils move, you still in the game. You still can win. Now get your butt up. I don't need you thinking about it no more. You're doing too much thinking. You analyze it too much. You're talking yourself out of it. I don't know if this is going to work. I tried and it didn't work. I just need you to keep moving. I need you to make up in your mind that the only way you can lose is if you quit. I just need you to keep going. Get emotional if you must. Cry if you must. Get it out. But get your butt back up after you finish crying and put a time limit on the crying. You say, Coach, I need 30 minutes. Don't take it. But when you come back after that 31 minutes, you better grind. Because if you don't, you will be stuck at that adversity for the rest of your life. And some of you are not successful because every single time you run up against a trial, every time you run up against a tribulation, you stop and you cut off beast mode. And what I'm here to tell you is, if you tell that thing, I'm here just like you here, and I promise you, I ain't leaving without the degree. I will not leave without that goal. I will not leave without that dream. I will not leave this university until I'm successful. I will not leave this job. I will not leave this client. I will not leave this opportunity until I get it. What will you do with your pain? Will you let it break you, or will you let it redefine you?
And then one more. And then one more. Go back. I want to play one more. Make sure y'all can still see it over here. All right. Uh-oh.
Legacy. There's power in your name. Power in your name. McDonald's is a last name. Abercrombie and Fitch, last names. Armani is a last name. Baskin Robbins is a last name. Chrysler is a last name. Fisher Price, Gucci, Hennessy, Harley Davidson, Hilton, Honda, Kohl's, Kraft Foods, Lowe's Movie Theater, Marriott is a last name. Maybach is a last name. Nordstrom is a last name. Pillsbury is a last name. Porsche is a last name. Procter & Gamble, 2 last names. Rolls Royce, Charles Rolls, Henry Royce, last names. Turner Broadcast System, Ted Turner, last name. Versace, last name. Wells Fargo, Henry Wells, William Fargo, last name. Walgreens, last name. Wrigley's, last name. Welch's Grape Juice, last name. Here you are, you think you're buying a product. You are not buying a product, you're buying a name. You think you're wearing a product. Hey, look at this product. No, you're saying, look at this family. And what you don't know is while you making every family rich, you making yourself broke. So you done went to one family called Wells Fargo and got $200,000 so you can go to another family called Rolls Royce so you can give them money to get yourself a car so you can go back to the hood and see the Joneses and say, look at what I got. Meanwhile, Wells Fargo, their family's sitting up being rich, and Harley Davidsons and Rolls Royce are being rich, and the Joneses are sitting there holding up people's stuff saying, look at what we did and we broke. What if I told you that your blessing is attached to your name? That part of the reason why you're not wealthy yet is because you keep trying to make Yolanda wealthy. You keep trying to make Tasha wealthy. What if you made Johnson's wealthy? What if you started thinking about your kids? What if you started thinking about your legacy? What if God started dropping Canaan and opening up windows of heaven? Because now you're not just thinking about you, you're thinking kingdom. There are some people who are attached to you who say, Mama, can you do something with this name? There's some people who are saying, Dad, can you do something with this name? Maybe God gave you the name to change and reverse some of the stuff that the name meant one day. I wish there was somebody in this room that said my name might mean one thing right now, but I promise after today, this name's getting ready to change. I promise after today, everybody's going to want my last name. I'm here to let you know you are a curse breaker. You're thinking kingdom. You are not just getting married, you're breaking a curse. You are not just graduating from college, you're breaking a curse. You are not just getting out of high school, you're breaking a curse. You are not just saved, you're breaking a curse. And everybody around you is about to be blessed because of what God's getting ready to do in your life. I don't know what my name meant before I got here, but I know what's going to mean before I leave. You got a legacy. Power in your name.
What y'all think about that? What y'all think about what you just heard? Y'all talk back to me on tonight. What y'all think about what y'all just heard? 2 powerful videos. Because you can have the ones that say, this happened to me in life, and this happened to me in life, and every time I start something, I get knocked down, and this happened to me in life, and this is the reason why I can't, and this is the reason why I don't try, because ain't nobody never helped me, and it ain't never worked in my favor. This has been the mindset of many. And you have no control over what happened to you, but you have all control over what happens to you moving forward. So we are without excuse. Number 1. Number 2, why do I have to be born in this family? Why do I have to have this last name? Why do I have to be relatives to the, kin folks, to these folks? Why this? Why that? Because you were the one given the assignment, just like many others before you was given that same assignment. Change the trajectory of this name. Change the path of this family. They dropped the ball. And every single generation, there is one that is chosen to be the one. Huh? Appreciate you, sister. That is the greatest reward, to see that. To see what's pinned on the screen. That is the reward. Why? Because I'm impacting lives and I'm changing legacies. We're changing what the name meant. We're changing what the bloodline meant. We're changing. We're not remaining the same, and we're not creating new generational cycles that will enslave us. We're not. We're breaking chains. We're breaking curses. We're paving new paths. I want to tell y'all something, the honest to God truth. It wasn't until I stopped moping and talking about woe is me and why this had to happen to me. And it wasn't until I said, you know what? All my peoples ain't did it. So if they ain't did it, I want to be the one to do it. And when I got into alignment with the Most High God's will for my life, there is not one thing that he has withheld from me. When I tell you that he has taken care of me better than Section 8, better than the government assistance, better than AFDC, better than my mama, better than my daddy, better than my husband, better than the church. When I tell you that the Most High God has done things for me that I never even thought possible, that I have seen his hand in so many different ways, and when it's his will, it is really his bill. And when I lined up for my purpose and I lined up to do what I was born to do, then he opened up the windows of heaven and the windows of the earth, and he gave me exactly what I needed for the mission. He gave the provision for the mission. Do you know that that is when the Most High will give you what you need? He can't make you wealthy if you're going to squander it off. He cannot make you wealthy if you ain't going to do nothing with it, if you're going to be lazy with it, if you're going to procrastinate with it, if you're going to eat it all up, if you're not going to serve your purpose with it, you ain't getting it. You'll just continue to try chance and luck. Let me go gamble. Let me go play a lottery ticket. You'll spend your life doing that. Let me work 50,000 jobs. That is not his intention. Neither is that his plan. He said, Tawana, when you want to elevate, then go educate. Go read. I will give you whatever you ask me for liberally. Without restrictions, without restraints, but you got to ask me, and I will lead you to where I need you to go and show you how to get it. If you be willing and obedient, surely you shall eat the good of the land. And I have. And I have. When I said that my assignment is not to be out here, working and trying to do me, and trying to have the white picket American dream fence dog. When I stopped doing that, I said that I am going to do what I was born and purposed to do, and that was to educate and teach. Then I had to go study, because you can't teach without studying. Yeah. And when I did that, when I got hungry to teach people how to come out of poverty, and he showed me, I'm going to show you first how to come out of poverty so you can go back and do the very exact thing in their lives. See, now you in my will. Now you in my purpose, because my purpose is not that my people suffer. My purpose is not that my people struggle. But the problem is there's been too many people who doing their purpose and not my purpose. Therefore, you have whole communities and whole generations and whole nations in bondage, because I can't find a man that says I'll do you and not do me. And when I decided to do him, nevertheless, not my will be done, but let your will be done. There is not one thing that my Father has not withheld from me. He gave me the provision for the vision. Where you want to go all over the world and teach whatever. Okay, I need you to go study. I need you to invest in that so you can learn that, so you can take it back and you can teach them. And I need you to go over here. I'm talking about hard sacrifices. I ain't never left my children, ever. And I'm the mother of 9 children, and I have never left my children overnight. But I had to make sacrifices. Go to places that I didn't want to go, and sit with people I didn't want to sit with, and hear things that I should have never heard. And I had to feel uncomfortable, and I had to walk out of meetings, and I had to go in the bathroom and cry, and I had to understand, what is the plan? What is the purpose in this? What do you need me to get out of this? I want you to read, and I want you to empower yourself, and I want you to educate yourself, because that is the only way you're going to break chains. Don't ask me for money, Tawana. Ask me for wisdom, and I will give it to you. And I'm full of it. If I took this wig off, you'd be like, okay, is you 69 or is you 43? Because this head is full of wisdom. Do you understand me? Full of it. Look like I done dyed it white. You know what I'm saying? Not blonde, white. Full of wisdom. Well, what is it about you, Tawana? I read. I got a whole entire bookshelf full of books. Because what kept me ignorant was I was not educated. When I start reading the purpose of money, and when I start reading what its use is in the earth and why I need it, then my mindset changed about money. I went from trying to harbor money to releasing it so I can get more. See, that didn't come with somebody telling me. I had to read that and be like, wow, it had to go into my suke, into my mind as a seed, and it had to plant itself in there so that I can begin to manifest, nourish it, and then manifest the fruit thereof. And once I started reading, then he started dropping bombs, like literally. This is what I called you to do. And all your life you've been living backwards. This is what I called you to do. I called you to build. I wasn't thinking about no land. Nobody in my family ever owned land to teach me about land. I wasn't thinking about no land, buying land, and the necessities that you need. And that you need land with a well on it, because there's coming a time where there ain't going to be water. Water is being sold on the stock market. That is dangerous. So then he starts showing me and revealing to me, this is what I called you to do. This is what I called you to do. And now that you're on the same path, now I'm going to make connections, and I'm going to sit you with people you never even seen yourself sitting with. You're not even going to be qualified to sit with these type of people. And the only way that you can get around them is if your money is long. So I'm going to give you the resources to get around them, because I don't care what you got to pay to find out what they did. All you need is the blueprint. And if they say it's $50,000 to talk to them for an hour, what they going to give you is going to be worth $1 million. Pay that $50,000. Now you have their undivided attention. Ask them what you need to ask them. Tell them to show you exactly what they did. And because you paid them, they're going to show you. And he has never failed me. When I tell you when I got in and I learned what they did and how easy it was, I couldn't sleep. Imagine having your sleep disrupted because it's deep. It's simple, but it was deep. I'm like, your whole entire family. This how y'all set them up? Unbelievable. You made $10,000 in a day. What? 10,000 was like, oh my God. I was on a fixed income, $456 a month. You talking about $10,000 a month. That was humongous. Then you had other in the rooms like, yeah, I did 1.5 million the last 3 months. I'm just about to hit the floor. How did y'all do this? And they don't mind telling you. And every time I got the information, it made me more money. And that is the only difference between the wealthy and the poor. The wealthy know what to do. Therefore, they go do it. And when they do it, they have it. And the poor don't. Therefore, they can't go do it. And because they can't go do it, they never have it. They die in poverty. They live in poverty. They grow up in poverty. They live in it and they die in it. Ain't that something? How could two human beings, and they both human beings, one is a human being, the other is a human being, and one could be filthy rich till they have all they needs. Imagine your life where you ain't got to worry about a bill collector calling you. I want you to imagine, close your eyes if you can't, except you driving. I want you to imagine, because your mind is powerful, and whatever your mind shows you, your body is going to follow. And I want you to see something tonight. I just want you to close your eyes. And I want you to see yourself without anybody calling you and harassing you. I want you to see all your bills being paid right now. Just close your eyes. I want you to see anything that's plaguing you. I want you to see if there was a diagnosis in your body and you can pay for the cure, you wouldn't have no worry about the diagnosis in your body. I want you to see your kids having everything you want to give them, not just everything they need. I want you to see on tonight you living in the house you want to live in, and the neighborhood you want to live in, and the car you want to drive. What's your favorite car you want to have? I want you to see that. I want you to see you traveling to wherever place you want to go. I want you to see yourself being in position to help your family when they in need and to help the people you want to help. I want you to see all of those things with your eyes closed right now. I want you to see that. I want you to talk to me in the chat and tell me, how does that feel? You wouldn't have no worries. How would it feel for you not to have no worries? Because money answereth all things. Magic Johnson, brother, was diagnosed with full-blown HIV. For the right price, he is fully healed of HIV. Make that make sense? You know, the Cancer Center Treatments of America, if your money is long, you can go there and preserve your life and totally eradicate cancer. The problem is everybody can't afford Cancer Center Treatments of America. So they get Medi-Cal treatment, which is the same treatment for everybody. We'll try to sustain you a little bit, but when you stop making us money and we need that bed space, then we're going to send you home to die. And we don't have no medication. The medication that cures costs $100,000 a pill. Thank you. Now imagine that. It feels liberating, fabulous. Money don't make you comfortable. It says, I come that you may have life and life more abundantly. See, my word says this. My Father says this. Above all things, beloved, I pray that you prosper. That's financially. And be in health. That's physically. As your soul prospers. That's your mind, your will, and your emotions. So does my Father want me prosperous in all areas? It is written that above all things, I pray that you prosper and be in health, so that you have money with good health and a good mind, good emotions, free of trauma, above all things. That's my prayer for my people. That I take pleasure in the prosperity of my servants. And I wonder why David and them was loaded with what? What was they loaded with? Gold and silver and cattle and oxen and land. And Abraham and land and oxen and silver and cattle and gold and land. A wise man or wise woman leaves an inheritance. That word means land for their children's children. Because that is true wealth. Where you have land, you will never be poor. You will never be broke. Who are the biggest farmers in the world? If land is for all men, why is there only a certain particular, you ain't going to trip me up, Satan, the Lord rebukes you, a certain peculiar and particular race of people that have more land than anybody? Why we all ain't got land? Why we still ain't got our 40 acres in the mill if we all equal? Who gave man the legal right to take land from another man? Because the earth is his and the fullness thereof. It's all of ours. You know the difference? They found a way to take it, to hijack it, and to control it because of the ignorance of a people. The lack of education of a people. The lack of knowing your rights. You know, our problem is we don't know our identity and we don't know our rights. First of all, spiritually. Second of all, physically. First of all, devil, you don't get to just enchain and enslave my whole generation. If I got the power to change that, then why wouldn't I? Because I know how bad poverty hurts. I know how much it's going to actually take away from my family. I know what it's going to lock me out of. I know that it's going to disinherit me from my inheritance. Somebody leave you an inheritance in the natural, you're going to take it and you're going to use it up. What's your problem? You've been left and given an inheritance in this earth. And you've been robbed of that every single day. You've been robbed of that every single day. Because you don't know. People are like, I didn't even know that. I know. That's why I'm telling you. This ain't no hogwash. Devils use spiritual principles. And they prosper by using them. They're just principles, and you got to believe them in your mind, and you got to execute. If you say that I can have this car and drive it, I'm going to get it and I'm going to drive it and I'm going to have it. No questions asked. Well, I'm telling you that your inheritance is of royalty. So why are you living beneath your means? Why is you good enough for everybody else to use you and you not good enough for yourself to use you? Why the hell is you over here building another man's empire and legacy for their children to have generational wealth and you didn't build your kids none? Why? Talk back to me. Why are you building another man's family? Why are you wearing another man's product? Why are you working another man's job? Why are you living in another man's property? Why? And you don't have your own. Why? Why? Ask yourself that. If it feels good to do what you want to do and live how you want to live, why are you settling for less? If just the thought or the feeling of having all your needs met and being able to live life on your own terms, if just the thought of that made you feel liberated and good, then why are you settling for anything less? Why are you allowing people to buy you and control you? I buy you for minimum wage and I control what you get to do. And if you don't show up and serve me and build my stuff, then I won't pay you when you can pay your own self. I want y'all to name some gifts that you have, because I'm going to show you how you can pay yourself what you're worth. I want y'all to talk to me. What gifts do you have? And don't say you don't have none, because you do. That's the gift of cooking, the gift of listening, the gift of serving others, the gift of compassion, the gift of education, the gift to make people feel good, the gift to get people out of pain. You got a gift. I'm a massage therapist. Do you know how many people bodies is wrecked with pain that need your expertise, that need your gift to rub them in a way that will take away their pain, even if it's for a temporary relief? This sciatica pain, I was desperate for somebody to help me. Desperate. I don't care what price you put on it, man. If you told me it was $200 an hour to get me out of pain, I would pay you $200 to get me out of pain. You can pay yourself what you worth. Start in your own house. Get you a massage chair. I know where to get them for $35. Brand new. Travel. I'm a travel massage therapist. You don't need no degree for that. That's a gift. And you create you a flyer and you put it out there and you use this artificial intelligence to spread the word. Now you pay yourself what you want. You work when you want to, and if you don't want to go to work, you ain't got to. And now you taking care of the needs of people and you operating in your gift. And now you in a position to get blessed with more. You understand? And not only can you just do that for other people, but now I can show you how to become an educator of your gift and go show other people who want to get in the field and pay yourself what you're worth to teach people how to become a massage therapist. People need realignment all the time. You understand me? There's multiple ways that you can pay yourself what you're worth with one gift. Don't be multi-gifted. Because now there's several streams of income. You will never, ever be without one. I'm a published author, and I love the gift of decorating. Do you know how many homes need to be staged? You know how many events need to be decorated? How many birthday parties? That's an in-season, out-of-season gift. And you can write. Do you know that there are business owners looking for authors who know how to articulate copyright so that their ads can transform and transact and impact people? Because it's a psychology about writing, how to get in the minds of the people. Do you know that you can pay yourself $50,000 per client to just write for them? Because you're a published author. Do you know how many businesses need a book as a lead magnet that you can write books called ghostwriter? And then teach people the effective way of how to write a book and how to publish it too. Do you know that you can pay yourself what you're worth? Do you know that you can pay yourself what you're worth to stage? You got two gifts. And probably more than that. Probably way more than that. But I just gave you two. And now I'm going to put together an instructional class to show you how to properly decorate a facility, a building, for a baby shower, for a wedding, for a quinceañera, for whatever. A home, how to decorate your own home. You know what's the difference between you and Martha Stewart and all them other decorators? Is they turn on the camera and you ain't got one on. That's the difference between their money and your money. Cooking, singing, decorating, helping people, make people laugh, massages, now business credit. Come on now. What you know, you can teach. Turn what you know into dough. I'm going to use my gift and I'm going to create streams. That's one, two, cook. You know how to cook? Create an ebook. That's one stream of income. Put 5 recipes in there. That's one stream of income. Sell it for $19. That will at least take care of your grocery bill. Then you turn around and you do a book. Get an actual cookbook. Now I'm going to get some of my family, some of the people in my family with their recipes. And we're going to create a whole entire cookbook. Now that's another stream of income. And then I'm going to put together a master class. And I'm going to teach people the basic one-on-ones of cooking the perfect dish, what kind of tools you need, utensils, pots, pans. That's a master class or a workshop. I'm going to do that for 2 to 4 hours. That's another stream of income. That's your rent or your mortgage. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a whole mastermind. I'm going to do a 6-month course. And I'm going to teach you my signature dishes to cook. I'm going to do that for 6 months. And then I'm going to have a cook-off. And I'm going to invite all my clients to come in and everybody who loves cooking. And we're going to have a cook-off and there's going to be one winner. I'm going to charge $5,000 to get in. I'm going to give $5,000 away, but I'm going to charge $5,000. Is going to be at a secluded location area. That's $1 million day in one day for doing just that. It ain't nothing to give away somebody $20,000 scholarship. You do that every year. Baby, listen. And you do that for each and every one of your gifts. I just talked about cooking. I just made you a millionaire with cooking. Okay? I'm a care provider. You know how many people need to be trained to be an effective care provider? Start your own facility. Start your own teaching, your own care provider homes. Go buy the property. Get you some business credit. Build that up. Go rent the spaces and start having you trainings on how to become a top-notch care provider. Hairdresser, t-shirts, all those gifts. Each one. Each one. Each one of those gifts as a hairdresser. I can do your hair. Then I can raise up a team that'll take over the hair while I go train how to do hair. Put together some courses, how to do hair. Travel and do some, and then once a year, we have a hair gala or hair show. Baby, bring everybody, the baddest hairdressers. Listen. When you get serious, the wealth will come. Money comes. Money ain't nothing but tree bark and die. Money is not your issue. Education is. How do I need to do this? What do I do? And that's where your girl, Dr. Tawana Worlds, come in. The Pioneers Power Circle, where we help you find the value in your vault, because you're valuable, baby. And create wealth from within. Your wealth is not outside. Your wealth is not at AT&T. Your wealth is not at corporate America. Your wealth is not in the Section 8 program. Your wealth is not on unemployment. Your wealth is not with PPE. Your wealth is on the inside of you. Let me disrupt and tell you today that you're sitting on your wealth. I just showed you how you're sitting on your wealth. I just showed 4 people how wealthy they are. When I tell you that if you want to come with me and make $1 million, trust and believe that I got the juice and the sauce to make you a millionaire. I say 12 months just to give me lead room. Give me some leadway. Baby, I can show you how to make $1 million in a day. It's all numbers. It's all about systems. Well, how do I reach this many people? How can I get them people interested in my cooking and in my workbook? It's all about knowing what to do. Because there's systems out here that will bring the people to you. You run that thing, that bad boy one time, and then you making money on autopilot, baby. I can show you how to record something for 30 minutes and get paid for the rest of your life while you sleeping. People in Africa and Jamaica and all over the world is buying your product. Wealth is not an issue. So when you decide that I don't got all day to fulfill my purpose, so I'm going to get into exactly, do you know who gave you that gift? Now I ask y'all, do y'all have a gift? Who gave it to you? Where'd you get that gift from? Talk back to me right now. I don't know why stuff always want to get in my eye. Talk back to me. Who gave y'all that gift that you got? Huh? Where did you get the gift that you got from? Y'all talk back to me. Okay. All right. So if the Most High gave you the gift, if God, your Father, gave you the gift and you didn't give it to yourself, then why are you sitting on another man's gift? He gave you a gift. And not only did he give you a gift, he said, I gave you the power to get wealth with the gift that I gave you. Did he not? What would be his purpose of giving you a gift if it wasn't to prosper you? If it wasn't to bless you? What would be the purpose of the Most High to give you a gift? What, for you to look good, for you to sit on it? Is that the reason he gave you the gift? What is the reason you got the gift? Tell me. Is it just for you to say, I got a gift? What's the reason the gift was given to you? What's the reason the gift was given to you? Was it given to you to sit on it? Was it given to you to do nothing with it? Was it given to you to hold it? Huh? What is the reason you got the gift? To bless others. So are you doing what you're supposed to be doing with the gift that was entrusted into your care? Because if you ain't, you in violation of the law. Why would we ask God for more time to do nothing? That I gave you a certain amount of time and I gave you everything that you needed. I gave you gifts. I gave you everything that you would need in this life. And then when time is up, we're asking, can we have more time? For what? To waste? Because time is too valuable. Once it's gone, there's 2-3 things you can't get once it's gone. Can't take back a word that was said. Can't recollect a rock that was thrown. And you can't get back time that was lost. So just why would God give you more years and more years to keep celebrating your birthdays that you ain't doing nothing with? You getting older, but you ain't doing nothing. You wasting time. When you got a purpose, becoming a millionaire is not to become a millionaire for yourself. It is to become a millionaire so you can fulfill your purpose. That is what the purpose of having money and resources. And the way that I love God and the way that he set up is that I'm going to bless you so big that your family going to be good and other families too. Because I care about all of y'all. That I'm not going to give it to you just for you and then everybody else suffer. That's the wrong mentality. That I'm a God that's long and wide. I reign on the just and the unjust. I bless the wicked and the righteous. Because I'm God. But when you change your mind and say, I need money so I can do what I'm supposed to do, what I'm called to do, he'll give it to you. When you start educating yourself, and what I mean by educating yourself is increasing the gift. If I'm a massage therapist, I need to be the best massage therapist. There's stuff that I still am learning as a massage therapist. I want to learn how to make my experience the experience. Why? Because when people come to me, they should have an experience with me, not just a massage. And once I give them that encounter, that experience, that life-changing experience, they'll go do the work for me. They'll go tell everybody in their mama. Y'all go right up over there. You need resources and money to repossess. I said repossess. Territories from the enemy that the enemy take. There is land and there is property that belongs to your last name, that before the foundations of this world was predestined for you. Problem is, won't nobody take it. You got property and stuff connected to your name, and you know what the problem is? Nobody won't go research lost property. Go do the genealogy research. My grandmama's name was this. Is there any money owed to this last name? Unclaimed tax properties and stuff. And then when he give it to you, he said, look, I want to give it to you, but I also need you to maintain it so it just keeps circulating. So what you create, the next generation, you just finish, carry it on. And in the next generation, because that is the God that we serve, the God of the generations. Know how he even put it? I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Those are generations. Just so we know, just so we be distinct. That I am not just a God. When I dealt with one man, I dealt with the whole household. When David got out of line, the whole household. When Achan stole something, the whole household had to go, because God is the God of the generations. Teach this to your generations forever. Because what I do for you, I do for generations. If y'all getting or picking up what I'm putting down, just say yes, yes. When you make yourself ready, it's not that God is withholding anything from you. When you get on God's plan and his purpose for your life, there is not one thing that he will withhold. And when you make it up in your mind that I ain't got no more time to waste, and if you want to use anybody, you want to use me. You wasn't born on accident, or born confused, or born the wrong way. Excuse me, that's a lie from the scientific pits of hell. Baby, you were born on purpose, with a purpose. And God wants to use you to fulfill the purpose that you were born in this earth with. And there is not nothing that he will withhold from you as long as you make yourself ready. I may fail, and that's okay. I'm going to give myself room to fail, because life is all about failing. If I don't fail, I don't know which steps to take. See, we've been taught, oh, if it didn't work out that time, or I didn't go the right way, then you just clam up and you stay there and you don't never trust nobody. No, life is about mistakes, because now I learned what to watch out for. I learned what not to do. I need to make mistakes. I need to fail, because if I don't fail, I'll never know what the right thing is to do. Ain't no dang on body perfect. You're going to make mistakes. That's a part of life. We grow from mistakes. Give yourself grace to fail. I'm so afraid to fail. Well, you've been failing. Aren't you tired of failing? Notice that when you want to do something good, then here comes Satan telling you how much you're going to fail. But you're really failing because you miserable. And the reason why depression and all of this other stuff is taking over, especially in our community, is because we know we living beneath our means. We know there's more to life than this. We know that this could not be it. We know in our spirit, in our souls, in the innermost being, we know this is not it. And I'm miserable, and I'm tired of being miserable. And that's where suicide and hopelessness and all this other stuff comes from. It's because you know you were born for better. You know you were born greater. and your life ain't matching how you feel. Am I telling the truth or not? Trust me, been there, done it. You don't want to live anymore because you don't feel like life is worth living, because it's not the life that you're supposed to be living. It's the opposite. It's hell. Don't nobody want to just up and off themselves if their life is the way that it's supposed to be going. That's where that comes from. That's why I'm so against poverty. I'm going to leave y'all with this. Once you decide in your mind that enough is enough, nothing will ever be able to persuade you otherwise. A lot of people won't pull the trigger because they be like, I got scammed the last time. Let me tell you something, beloved. You get scammed every day. You get scammed out of that rent that you paying, and you ain't gonna never own that house. Let that sink in. You don't own the house for those that rent it. How am I paying off your mortgage? And you making some on the side, and I don't, at the drop of a dime, you can come and put me out. Or tell me you want to sell your property or take your property back. That's a scam. Because I got money invested in this place that I can't get back. Then you want to fight me on a deposit. That's a scam. You ripped me off. Y'all talk back to me tonight. I know it's tight, but it's right. What about those vehicles that you pay and then life happens and you can't work anymore? Your income didn't change, or you had some type of accident, some situation in your family, and you can't make the car payment anymore. And you've been paying on that bad boy for a cool minute. And you cannot pay for 3 months, and they come repossess it and sell it to somebody else. And all that money you invested in it, can you get that back? That's a scam. How about the clothes that you go out there and buy, and they only last a few wash? What about the food you putting in your body that's killing you? Isn't that a scam? You paying top-notch dollar inflated prices for food that ain't no good for you. It's going to give you high blood pressure, diabetes, rip you off of your life. You're going to leave here prematurely. That ain't no scam. You can't even get real quality food, Sway. You on that great value diet? And this is the biggest scam. You come work for me 40 hours. I call it the 40-40-40 scam. You come work for me. You take away from your family 40 hours a week, if not more. Add that up over all the years that you have worked. You work for 40 years before you even eligible for retirement. And you live off of 40% of your retirement after taxes and everything. You did the work. You did the labor. And then you turn around and realize that ain't enough. So you got to go to Lowe's and Walmart and ring that bell at 60 years old saying, hey, welcome to Lowe's. Welcome to Walmart. Ain't that a big? That's a scam. Not to mention the taxes they take out your check before you get paid for doing the work while they at home on the phone transacting. And all over in Paris and Europe, letting their kids see the world while your kids see the hood and the guns and the dysfunction. While your kids is feeling hopeless, like there ain't never no way out, and wonder why they out there in the streets trying to gang bang, and wonder why they out there in the streets trying to rob, because these kids is tired of seeing other people with stuff that only a kid wished that they had. Tired of seeing you crying, tired of seeing you do scandalous stuff and putting your life in jeopardy for doing fraud moves because you got to make ends meet. They tired of that. So they like, look, I either got to rap, I got to go to professional sports, or I got to steal. They're tired of it. And then they take out the taxes. You got BET and MTV, and that's probably some of the stations, you got Takeoff them and Amigos, hopefully. I ain't even gonna put that RIP. Look, man, wherever the good Lord puts you, brother, because I can't put nobody in no place, okay? But these are the people that's teaching our children while we're trading time for money. And then we wonder why our families is dysfunctional. Wonder why our kids is rebellious. Wonder why they don't want to listen. You a hypocrite for one. You telling them that they can do all things and they can do anything in life that they want to when you ain't did nothing in your life that you wanted to. That's very hypocritical. Go to school and get you a good education and you can have anything you want to when you ain't got it. You still a customer service worker. And you come home and you complain about the environment at work that you absolutely hate. And you mope all the time that you got to get up and get dressed and commute. And then you give your job 90% and come home and give your family 5%. They tired of that. They don't want to listen to you. You know that lead by example? When people see you seriously doing stuff, see, because action is an action word. You ain't got to be like, yeah, I'm doing all of this. Now let me see what you're doing. Oh, okay, I see you. Matter of fact, when you're doing good, your kids want to help you. When you on your stuff, they want to help you. When you doing business, they want to help you. When you actually providing a better lifestyle for them at ease and you go, that motivates them. They want to do it too. They want to help. We got the audacity to be like, oh, is you trying to come over here and scam me? But we're getting scammed every day. And we let the people who don't care about us, who ain't never cared about us, who got an agenda against us, scam us and continue to scam us without any rebuttal. When the last time y'all asked y'all energy company, why am I paying for energy when God gave the sun to rule by day? And all y'all did was went out there and got y'all some solar panels. And you empowering them off the sun that God gave us, and now you turning around and selling me electricity, and if I don't pay you, you will turn off my electricity. Why am I being charged for Wi-Fi? Oh, because you put a satellite in space that God created? Why are you charging me for water? Didn't God make water? Oh, because you put it in a bottle and put your name on it? Oh, I'm drinking Dasani. When I buy Dasani, the Dasani family is filthy rich. You think you buying a label, a brand, Aunt Jemima's? You think, no, you buying a name. And your name ain't got no value on it. Your name is great value while you making everybody else rich. The land and the dirt that God gave me, you mean to tell me that I gotta pay you for some seeds that God gave? And you planted them in the ground, and just because you planted them in the ground, you can turn around and sell me cabbage and pickles and all this stuff, and I gotta pay you for it. Why? Because you put your label on it. That came from the earth. Who ready to change the narrative? Okay? Who want to do $1 million with me? Matter of fact, I'm inviting you to do $1 million with me, okay? But I'm gonna say it this way. How many of y'all want me to show you how to make yourself $1 million so that you can actually operate inside of your purpose? Pay yourself what you want to, the price of the value that you are. Create a legacy. Change the narrative. Be able to bless others. Get our communities out of the mess that they are in, because there has never been a time greater than the time that we are now when the Most High God needs us. And who ain't scared to do so? Because you can't be scared. You cannot be scared. And that has been what the number one issue has been all of this time. Fear. False evidence appearing real. I don't think I can do that, but you will go and do it for somebody else. That tells you that you can do it, because you didn't did it for somebody else. If I say I'll pay you $35 an hour to do it, you will do it for me. But you don't believe in yourself that you can do it for yourself and make $35,000. Who believes me if I say I have $50,000 months? What would your life be like? $50,000 more than what you got? Do you know what my gift is? My gift is educating, teaching. Do you know how I make $50,000 a month? With my gift. I'm making a difference and a dollar. I have resources to take care of my family and other families. You know how many families we paid their rent this month? You know how many light bills we paid this month? How many car payments we helped out with? How much food we helped out with this month? Why? Because I have resources to do it. That's the only reason why. And I could have a whole lot more resources if I didn't get off the wheel to teach others how to get it. But that's my calling. And whenever I get beside myself and stop thinking that I need to stop teaching other people, then that's when he's going to pull them resources from me. How many of y'all know that I pay myself $50,000 in a month? I'm asking y'all that. What would $50,000 extra for you do for you right now? Huh? Talk to me. What would $50,000 do for you right now? A lot. It'll bless others. It really will. It would change your life. It would change your life. Y'all see that? 56,000 to be exact. For the month. That's one payment platform. One. But you know what I'm able to do? I'm able to change lives. I will get my bank statement and let you see another 50,000. Is that my money to go live on some high horse and go drive some big old Phantom 300, some old $1 million car? I wish I would. That is for me to impact people's lives. That is for me to be the answer to people's prayers. He gave me the resources so I can be his hands when he needs them. They are not my resources. They are not. They're his resources, and whatever he tells me to do with them, I do with them. Okay? So, who want to go with me? Who want to let me teach them how to make $1 million in the next 12 months? Or sooner. Because I got some plays where you can get money real fast. Who? Okay? I offered y'all an opportunity. Let me stop sharing this. I offered y'all opportunity to get in my Millionaire Monarchs. Why? Because we're doing $1 million. 12 people, because you don't need 1 million. All you need is 12. 12 of us doing $1 million is 12 million. And then we take some of that, piece it together as a community, as a family, and go buy something that's going to make us 100 million. When I tell you that I have multiple ways to make you a millionaire, and I got it from millionaires and trillionaires and billionaires. I know I said that backwards. I got it from them because that's what they do. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm just inviting some that know I am purpose to change the name, the bloodline, the community. I'm purpose. Everybody not. But I offered my Millionaire Monarch program not even for $50,000, $25,000, for $5,000 investment. You give me $5,000, I'll give you $1 million. This is my $25,000 signature course that all nationalities will pay me to teach them what I'm going to teach. And anybody that ain't got in that group already know they didn't already got over $5,000 worth of value on top of the financial resources that I go send you. Now go over here and get this money back from that. Go over here and get this money from that. So for those that want to go that route, I got a couple spots for y'all. That ain't the only thing I got for y'all. If you want to do $1 million with me, and I'm not just talking about $1 million with what I just showed you. I'm talking about multiple ways to do millions. And there are some things that I cannot say out here in internet land that I say in private. Just know that. Be too dangerous to say it. Especially out here in no man's land where people hide behind keyboards and you don't know who is who and what is what. And don't think that that's a fraud move. No, I got secrets. That's why they call wealth secrets, because they're secrets. So that's one opportunity. I told y'all there's a few of y'all should have been in there. I could show you receipts of how many other people I didn't help them level up their money over and over and over again. But I am the receipt, and receipts don't lie. I'm the first receipt. If I can do it in my life, you better believe I can do it in yours. That's the biggest receipt. Because you got a whole bunch of people that's talking about I'm 6-figure earner, 7-figure earner. Show me. Show me. If you can't show me, then you can't help me. But if you can show me that you did it, you a 6-figure earner, 7-figure earner, then I know you can get me to 6 figures, 7 figures all day long. So I have that spot available, and you know exactly who you are here on tonight. You should be there, in there. What is God trying to get to you? Millions of dollars. It's not about what he's taking from you. He ain't taking nothing from you. He's causing you to invest in more. That's it. How can I give you $1 million if you can't release 5,000? How can I give you 10 million if you can't release 100,000? Somebody say it's only a test. Invest in yourself. How bad do you want it? It's $5K. To make $1 million with me. Small inner circle. I'm going to show you how to do trillions, past $1 million. We're doing trillions, especially when it comes down to government contracting, especially when it comes down to what we finna do as far as hubs and consultations and all of that. I'm going to show you 1 million plays to get 1 million ways. Okay? Period. We're doing 1 million. You can write that down in the book. Secondly, I've said this over and over and over again. Get into government contract. That's a way for you to build generational wealth. That's recession proof, pandemic proof, oppression proof, disease proof. Get into government contracting. That is where you're going to build you some generational wealth. Folks ain't even been up in that bad boy 2 months, 3 months, then got them $30,000, then got them $40,000, they got them $10,000, and still got multiple opportunities to make $1 million. You can get 4 $250,000 contracts. That's $1 million. Government contract. If you got a business or you don't, let me help you create one and then sell those services to the government. Period. They have to spend this $1.9 trillion, especially if you're a woman, a minority, if you're a veteran, if you're disadvantaged, they have to give you this money. Come get it. It's all about knowing how to education. Once you do it, you can do it and do it and do it and do it well. And then you need to know the importance of business credit and leveraging other people's money to get what you need in your life. Building your house in your business credit. Buying the house. Now you're getting out of a tax bracket. Now you're reducing your taxes. Donald Trump taxes, okay? We call them Donald Trump taxes because they that much, okay? And then get you a trust fund. And then you can go ahead and buy your whole entire business organization, everything that you want using your business name, business credit, and other people's money that will fund them. This is what the wealthy do. They never start a business with their own money. They always use other people's money. And even so much so that they will start businesses and bankrupt them after they've gotten the funding. And it's totally legit. It's totally legal. And no personal responsibilities is responsible. So the 0 to 100K in 90 days, because you really can go from 0 to 100K in 90 days or less. I did 100K for a day's worth of work. Okay. And then lastly, there's these systems. And these systems is what's going to make you millions of dollars while you sleep. See, there's no way you can go and knock on doors and hello and meet and greet all these people. Technology is the new digital boss, is really what it really is. That I can put up a flyer, I can put up a 1-minute video and say, hey, you know what? My name is Dr. Tawana Worlds, and I am looking for 100 women to join me on this $1 million movement. We're going to Washington to get our check. And if you are a woman and you have a gift, I can show you how to take that gift, make it very valuable, and create wealth from within. Turn around and sell it to the people who want to buy it, and you make $1 million in under 12 months or less. And you know what? All you got to do is click that little video or that little link right down below. It's going to take you into my workshop. It's going to explain to you everything that you need from A through Z to go make you $1 million. Go ahead and click that link, sis. And they click that link and they watch a video that I recorded for 30 minutes explaining to them. And then I'll make them an offer to join me in my inner circle. And my inner circle is 10,000. If I just got one person to sign up a day, that would be a $50,000 week. And out of all these trillions of people, trust and believe me, I can find one that's going to pay me 10,000. They won't even see my ad unless they can make a certain amount of money, because that's just how bad technology is. Say, I don't want nobody to see my ad who don't make more than $50,000 a year. People do it every day. I watch my mentors do millions every day. So when I say these systems and I got the information and the juice and the sauce, and all you need to do is know how to put it together one time. All you need to know how to do is put it together one time. It's like writing a book. You write the book one time, you get paid for it for the rest of your life. Even when you die, your family will collect the royalties from the book that you've written. Same thing with these systems. You turn around and become a consultant for somebody. I will run your social media for you. $10,000 a month. 4 customers a month. You got $40,000. I showed you guys how you can build out these social medias. If you're going to be on social media, get paid. Learn how to build out these social media channels. I showed y'all a man selling his social media channel, and you ain't even got to grow it for $1 million, for $40,000. Imagine building out a YouTube channel, and I show you how to build it out and use the people to build it, and you turn around, you go sell that bad boy for $40,000. Now, all 3 of those systems, government contract is originally $5,000. 0 to 100K is originally $5,000. My systems is every bit of $7,500 just for the systems alone, because these systems is going to make you millions. And I give all 3 of those programs that include coaching from me weekly, step-by-step instruction how to do it. And you get a community of other people, not your family who don't believe in you, but other people who are on the same journey, because there's power in proximity, and what's usually on them will be on you. So now you get coaching, you get community, you get the curriculum, you know exactly what to do. You get the blueprint, and you get somebody holding your hand while you're doing it. And you get all 3 of those for $9.99. Each of these programs is $5,000, $5,000, $7,000. I'm giving all 3 of them away for $1,000. Just in the government contract, if you learn how to do the systems, the Army, the Navy, all of those people, don't y'all see their advertisements on TV? Do they need social media managers? Do they need graphics? Do they need video editing? Do they need somebody to run their pages, put out their message? Yes, they do. Do they need people to be consultants for them? Yes, they do. Do they need funnels? Yes, they do. Do they need advertising? Yes, they do. So just that alone, you can take the systems and you can sell that to the government. Period. Got the business credit, fly all the way wherever you want to off points. You know how these people flying first class and flying all over? Points from credit cards, other people's money. Oh, baby, I got some juice and some sauce for you. So those 3 programs, my premium programs, you can have those for $1,000, all 3 of them. And I'm included with them. I come with them. And if you say, well, I don't want that, I have a workshop. It's going to be a 2-day workshop. And you got to sign up between tonight. I don't even know if I'm going to do it tomorrow. Tonight. I'm going to show you how to get $10,000 in the next 30 days. I'm going to give you the what to and what you need to do, and you're going to turn around and you're going to go ahead and you're going to execute it. And my workshop is $197. I'm going to give you funding opportunities. I'm going to help you build you something that you can go sell and get your money up. Give you a service, okay? That way you can make you at least $10,000 in the next 30 days. I'm going to give you several plays. I'm going to spend time with you. And I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. I'm going to take 2 days of my day, if not one full day. Still deciding that. For $197. I'm going to show you how to take $197 and reap $10,000. And where you can go get that within 30 days. So I got 3 offers for y'all wherever you are. Solutions. And I forgot this one. Because you got some people to say, you know what, my time, and I ain't got time, and I keep, you know what I'm saying, I ain't did this and I ain't did that, and I just really don't know how. I have 5 spots available. I will build out your business. I will build you out this machine that I'm telling you about, your funnel. I will build out your webinar. I will build out your business. I will run the ads on this so that you can start getting sales for $5,000. Now, if I'm going to do the work and build out the machine, build out your social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, business page, Instagram, business page, your funnel, set up your webinar, and launch your ads for you and hand you your business in a box that's ready to make money for you. I have 5 spots at $5,000. And it is first come, first served. Y'all hearing it here first. I haven't taken it to any of my other platforms, like LinkedIn, like Clubhouse, any of my other platforms I didn't build, like running an ad on it, because I can. I'm bringing it to you guys here first. Why? Because you are my community. And we need it more than anybody, in my honest opinion. So, with that being said, how many of you guys want to take, I'm not going to say take me up, because the only benefit that's in it for me is to see your life changed. How many of you guys ready to change your life? Right now. How many of you guys ready to walk into what was predestined for you and your family? How many of you guys are ready to go? And I'm about to leave and let y'all go ahead and enjoy your evening. Okay? These are the last. So my government contract and all of that, the last end of the year, I'm not selling these moving forward because we're doing other stuff. And my Millionaire Monarchs, that's the one where we do millions. I did not let you guys know this. Not only are we setting up our businesses, but your children as well. If you have children, we're going to show them how to get vending machine businesses and ATM machine businesses. And we're building business credit for them with their LLCs and all that good stuff. your children. We're not just doing millions for ourselves. We're doing millions for our generations. I'm about to take this eyelash off. Screw this. So if you are interested, I'm going to put the information right here. Down here below, and I'm going to pin it. When I come out, and y'all know that I come out, and I'm always coming out to campaign against poverty. Every time I come out, you ain't going to hear nothing different but maybe what's going on, the information that is being discussed. That's the only thing that's going to be different. Okay? I'm looking for those that are ready to do what they've been purposed to do. I want to take you by your hand and lead you into your financial promised land. And I'm looking for those who's been called and purposed to pave a new path for their generations that will precede them. I'm not here for everybody. And one thing that I want y'all to know is a missed opportunity is just a missed opportunity. Good night, Sister Pumpkin. And the information is also in the description box. All right. So I'm posting that in there. So on the screen, I don't need a whole bunch. Just the ones that's ready to go. So those are the only platforms that I am taking payments on. PayPal try to play me, y'all. This whole little thing about that $600 for them side hustlers is real. Government all up in that, and wherever they at, I don't want to be unless I'm selling them a service. Okay? Unless I'm selling them a service. Then I don't have no business with the government. 3 in 1 for sure. Let's go, sis. When you use those platforms, you have to include your email. When you use those platforms, you have to include your email, or I'm going to go ahead and put I'm going to put the information over here, but my email is going across the screen. You make your payment, you put in your email either in the, the little memo part, or either you email me. Let me put it over here. What's 1997, love? Help me understand your question. If it's a question or your statement, if it's a statement. I know y'all be over here on Instagram like, you don't ever put the information over here. You just be talking, Dr. T. But let me put it over here. right. I had to peck, not type, but peck over here because it's so little. All right. So it's over there as well. I don't know what you said for 1997, Vernita. I'm sorry. You want to explain it again? All right, you guys. So I'm going to leave y'all with that. I came by here, did my due diligence. If I don't leave with anything, I sowed a seed. If you don't leave with anything, I've sowed the seed that my Father asked me to sow. I want you guys to understand that when you begin to actually take the initiative to change your mind, you'll change your life. It's that simple. God, the Most High, wants you to change your life more than anything. More than anything. And you're not waiting on him. He's waiting on you. He's waiting on you to get past all of the objections, all of the fears, all of the doubts, and trust him wholeheartedly to learn what you need to learn, and he will do the rest. He will bless the rest. One thing you don't ever have to worry about is when you make an investment in you. An apple tree doesn't just grow. An apple seed doesn't just have one seed. It has 5. And you don't just grow an apple on a tree. You grow a whole entire tree when you plant apple seeds. It will come back to you. A missed opportunity is simply a missed opportunity. And you will never see me even coming here saying it redundantly as I have been for the last 3 or 4 days. Not because I need resources. I'm coming because these are my last opportunities. Well, your last opportunities to get these programs that will change your life. And for me to show up and spend my time with you, showing you how to change your life. You're not going to find these prices anywhere else. You're not going to find another Dr. T that is passionate about your prosperity. You're not. Name me one right now. What celebrities out here is actually telling people to invest in themselves? No, they're telling you to buy their music, to buy this, to buy that. The world is telling you to consume, and when God is telling you to invest. If you get in position now, you'll be prepared later on. If you be proactive right now, you won't have to be reactive later on. A lot of you guys know what's coming up the pipeline already. This is an opportunity for you to make a way of escape. Don't let no dang old money keep you back, because money you can get again. You can get money again. You cannot get an opportunity. Not the same one anyway. You can get money again, but you cannot get a missed opportunity. I will use a link. The 1,000 is on a Visa card. I don't have a link. I know Cash App allows you to connect your credit card. I might be able to make one inside of Stripe. Wasn't using Stripe because Stripe, I didn't gave Stripe $54,306 for just using a platform. And your girl over here, we getting up off all of that stuff. I don't mind paying a fee, but it's starting to become outrageous now. It's a lot of money just to exchange money in your platform. But I know Zelle will allow you to do it with a a credit card. And if y'all do have credit cards, put it on them. That's using other people's money to get what you want. That's really a smart move. Make the money, make the minimum payments back, pay that thing off once I show you these plays, and now you basically got a free business, free elevation in your life off of their money. They tell us not to get in debt, not to use 30% of our debt and all of this stuff, not knowing that you start businesses off of other people's money. And then you go make money and go pay it back. Bare minimum, the monthly minimum payment until you make enough to pay that thing back in full. And it does not take long to do so. Okay? On top of the points that you get ready to get. But email me, sis. Email me. I don't know if I'm going to come back here and offer these offers. I've offered them last week. I'm offering them to you again today. Okay? I'm offering them to you again today. That does not mean that I will offer them to you tomorrow. I don't know. Whatever he says. But what I do know is that these programs will be no more and you will pay me my premium prices. That is a conversation that I had with the Father here recently. And that's why I'm pushing it the way that I'm pushing it, because I know that what I'm working on behind the scenes, I'm not finna go gung-ho for my people who don't want to go gung-ho for themselves anymore. I used to feel obligated to my people. Doesn't mean that I won't help my people, but I'm not going to shut off the other people trying to help my people who don't want nothing but a handout. And that's just where me and God, I will do whatever you want me to do. And I will go wherever you want me to go. But now it is time to move forward. And I've already had to grieve that because I do genuinely love our people. But they got their priorities backwards. It's not just me. It's a lot of people that look just like me and look just like you. We all have the same thing. And it's like, everybody is like, okay, switch up the audience. And that really made me sad. It made me cry. Because I felt like I'm going to leave my people behind, but you ain't leaving nobody behind who don't want to be left behind. And that's what I had to realize. I will miss where God has me going, waiting on people who really ain't trying to go nowhere. And therefore, I will not be discounting my prices to make them affordable for people who not trying to go nowhere. So get in while you can, y'all. Peace out, Instagram. It's been a whole 3 hours that I can't get back of my time, but I love y'all enough to tell you the truth and offer you a solution. I will see y'all when I see y'all. Make sure you keep my family uplifted. We lost our relatives. And we're dealing with something in our family. So keep us in prayer. We will keep you guys in prayer, okay? See you the next time. All right, y'all, over here. I'm out. Okay? I will see y'all some on the other side, and I will see some of y'all when I see y'all.